Pokemon ZA battle zones get rough if you get into a battle unexpectedly or your Pokemon is at a disadvantage. But there's a way to absolutely maximize your whole Battle Royale experience so that everything is worth its stuff. The first tip is to always start with the Pokemon that they are weak to, if possible. So the very good thing about this game that separates it from other Pokemon games is that it literally shows other trainers' Pokemon in the overworld. So if they have a Pidgey on the outside, we would always start with an electric type. And if they have, let's say, a Mareep, we would start with a ground type Pokemon. And if you are unfamiliar with any of the type advantages, I will show all the type advantages on the screen. You could decipher which ones are weak or strong against your own Pokemon. The Pokemon that you send out first can be weak to the one that they have. So you gotta be careful for those things, because they will really play out a huge role. They will deal extra bonus damage if they are stronger against you, so it's better to just be strong against them. And the second tip is when your Pokemon lands a hit and the opposing trainer was unaware, then you could actually use the same move again. The cooldown wouldn't be there. If it's a super effective hit, that would be even better because you already dealt a lot of damage in the beginning, but you also hit them unaware, so they're frozen, they're not able to use any moves for a few seconds. So that is the time to use that move again, and then it would not have a cooldown, so it's very convenient. Even if it's not type advantages, you can still keep using the moves. And I also really recommend picking up items and medals on the ground. I know some of them you guys might ignore because you may think it's unimportant, or if it's just you don't want to walk all the way there. But if I see something glowing yellow on the ground and I see some Pokeballs, I always pick them up. Because it's just a tradition, I've always played a lot of Pokemon games back then, and picking up Pokeballs and going through the caves to pick up every single thing was my thing. But in ZA, it's not really required, but it really helps your experience with the whole game itself. And these really help rack up the Pokédollars in the long run. And for the items, there are many times where I pick up pearls or Ultra Balls. So these items are very valuable and you could keep them in your bag all the time. I'm pretty sure many of you guys see those glowing, pretty aesthetic looking cards. These are the missions that double and multiply the amount of medals you collect. So the missions as in the bonus cards. It not only helps you get lots of money, but also helps with ranking up as fast as possible. You can have up to 3 bonus cards at any time. It's like these things where you could start a battle with a water type move, or you could knock out a Pokemon unaware. Stuff like that. Well, something that I always do is I literally try to combine all 3 of the cards at once and then look for new cards as soon as I'm done. Because as soon as I complete those 3 cards, you could find more and more. There's no limit to how much you could do. And also, when I complete 3 cards at the same time, it feels so much more rewarding because it multiplies your points and the medals you get. Let's say the first one is knock out your opponent unaware, and then the second one is sneak up on the Pokemon. And then the third one is use a super effective grass type move. And if I do all 3 in just one move or one battle, then all that cards will be done already. So it's very quick. Another tip is to use heights to your advantage. Sometimes if you're high up enough on a rooftop or a ledge, your opponent can't actually hit you. Only you could hit them and they won't be able to reach. Like this funny example with Buneri and Skiddo, I used the long range AoE attack, Razor Leaf, which flies towards the ground, and Buneri can't really do much since most of its moves were physical touch, and it was just using Splash. I didn't even know Buneri could Splash. I thought it was just Magikarp. But also there was another glitch where Buneri literally went through the rooftop and its head was popping up, and that was kind of creepy. It's very recommended to always begin the battle as a sneak attack, because if you combine this and with the super effective hit, you could easily just win the battles much quicker. And winning more battles equals more money, more points to get the challenger's ticket for the promotion match, and obstacles, tall grass, and even ledges with a height difference help block line of the sight. Try to heal up by using either revives or potions if your Pokemon are in a rough spot, which is right after battle. It's not during battle because many times a trainer could do a sneak attack on you and your Pokemon would faint because you're frozen and you're already low HP, so you can't really do anything. So I always like to heal right after so that we are prepared for any sort of Pokemon battle that they throw at us. But something really cool I discovered yesterday was that you could actually use a smoke screen to block the trainer's view. By the way, this works for wild Pokemon as well. Like if you just use the ZL button and then you hover over the wild Pokemon and then you use smokescreen. Not sure which other Pokemon have this, but my Frogator, which evolves from Froakie, has the move smokescreen. And if you use this while aiming for the opponent's Pokemon, the trainer might not spot you. It leads you to more openings, or if you just want to escape, or if you're like kind of in a cramped spot with no space, you could use the smokescreen so that they can't really like see you. And there are also times where trainers give you free items, or especially if they offer free coffee, that means that they will heal your whole team up. So make sure to always talk to those yellow box text marks. And there are many times where the bar indicator at the top is almost filled up to the point they spot you, but if you run away / roll away extremely quickly, they actually can't spot you. Also, did you know you could run away from trainer battles like you do with wild Pokemon now? It's crazy, like you could literally just run away as far as you possibly can, or away from the trainer's view, and the battle would just immediately end. Like there's no sort of a barrier or battlefield that you are like constricted in, that you don't have to stay in the battle itself. It's crazy. And make sure to optimize for quick battles as much as possible. For me, I always use physical attacks. I barely touch any of the defending moves that just boost the stats. The quicker the battles tend to go, you would be on a win streak. Like if you have 10 wins in a row, you could get lots more rewards and explore more of the battle zone. As always, there even is the colorful Screws obstacle courses. Picking these purple glowing Pokeballs up will give you opportunities to get Canary plushes, which is also good as Canary plushes give bonus experience points, Mega Shards, and stat boosts. So now you know how to absolutely master the battle zone, while everyone else is still figuring it out. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and make sure you're subscribed if you're new to the channel. Peace!